suddenly, bam, there's this AI field there and I can start asking questions. So this is a general purpose AI tool. I can do anything with it. We can engage with this directly, and that's why it exploded so beautifully.
Can you tell us the journey of AI? Because it feels like it's like this thing that got dropped into businesses. Here's ChatGPT, and then we started thinking about AI.
So we all know, and everybody's telling us that AI has been around for ages, but we didn't see it, did we?
No.
But we did. So, for example, we all know that credit card companies and banks use AI to detect fraud. We know that. It's not the same. It's not generative AI, what we're seeing in ChatGPT. It's other algorithms that can detect, can categorize things very well and identify patterns very well, and all the machine learning that we've been hearing about for ages, all of those things. I find that they're amazing, very exciting, but you don't see it, you don't interact with it. I find it less interesting for our purpose. For our purpose, I want us to look at the things that we can engage with. And that's what exploded maybe 18 months ago, whenever that was, because suddenly there was a user interface, ChatGPT, that any person, you and I, could interact with without any training, without being a software developer, without anyone wrapping it up in a package for us that we can use. And we can engage with this directly, and that's why it exploded so beautifully. And now we can interact with it in different ways. One, yes, we all know about ChatGPT, and there are others. There's Claude, that's becoming very, very popular, writes beautifully, has some wonderful features that ChatGPT doesn't have, but by the time we launch this episode, it will change again. So I'm afraid to touch anything specific, but there's something about the user interface there that makes it easier to use for writing because it works with artifacts on the side, so it doesn't become this long chat with a lot of words. It becomes, let's work on this document, and the document is on the side, and let's make another version of it. And it has a different writing style, so some people will prefer this, some people will prefer that. So this is a general purpose AI tool. I can do anything with it. I can ask it work things, personal things. I can ask it to help me on the way here. You know what I did on the way here when I was driving to meet you? I used my ChatGPT that has a voice option, so I can speak with it on my phone. Before I left my home, I uploaded the transcript of our call that we had and my notes from our conversation. So it had that. And on the way, I said, hey, that's a podcast I'm going to be on. Help me prepare. And I actually said, how can you best help me prepare? And we had a whole conversation on the way, helping me prepare for this session. So this is one category. One category is the general purpose tools. The other category where you and I will meet AI every day now is integrated AI, where AI comes into the tools that we're using every day anyway. And in the accounting world, tools like Aider, Etani, Expert, Carbon, they bring AI into the tool. What does that mean? So it's a tool that we've been using before. It's a practice management system or a financial reporting system or whatever it is. But suddenly, bam, there's this AI field there, and I can start asking questions. And usually it will be two types of questions that I can ask. I can ask questions about my data. So find the trend on whatever, what's the profit in this, what's impacting that, what's driving that. And I can ask often questions about the tool. So how do I create a graph that will show right? So that gives me two amazing superpowers. One, the first one, it interacts with the data with me securely. And so that means that I have an assistant now that can review it with me to help me prepare for the client meeting, or help me prepare the report, or help me identify some things. Or maybe I'm a bit of a junior person and it can help me with more senior analysis that I'm not familiar with. Or maybe this client is in an industry that I'm not very familiar with. So it can help me with some information on that industry or geographical region or whatever it is. That's one superpower I get. The other superpower is that it helps me get on top of tools that maybe in the past had a bit more of a learning curve. So we talked about the tools specifically in accounting, but it also comes into Microsoft Power BI as a copilot, or into Microsoft Excel. And then it can help me not only analyze the data, but help me build a formula that will do something, or understand the formula in the spreadsheet I received from Sven and is using these advanced formulas that I don't understand, right? So that's another superpower that it gives me. There are general purpose tools like ChatGPT and Claude that can chat with me on anything in the world. There's integrated AI that comes into the tools we're using every day anyway and brings all that smarts into those tools.
That is so good.